This is the banga soup you deserve. You can see how it is bubbling. It is happy to meet you. If you want to know how to make this delicious banga soup and have it bubbling on the table the way I have it now, please keep watching. If this is your first time on this channel, my name is Yemisi. Welcome to my kitchen. For the ingredients of this banga soup, we will need palm nuts. This is banga. I'm using fresh catfish. This is 2 catfishes. I went to the market in the morning and I had it prepared. These are periwinkles. I like periwinkles in my banga soup. Some people don't. You can skip it. Then we have Beletientien. So you're going to add this at the end and it gives it that, freckled look. Also, we have Banga Spices. They are made up of a lot of different spices. You can buy it ready-made or you can make it yourself. But this brand makes a very nice Banga Spice blend. As always, with fresh spices, it will taste better. But if you can't find it, use what is available. I'll also be using this Banga Stick. If you can't find it, then don't worry, but it gives such a nice flavor. If you go to the market, just ask for Banga Stick. I'll also be using some smoked catfish because it's going to add a lot of flavor to this soup and we want it to be a bit of fresh fish and smoked fish. Cooking banga soup is very easy and I'll show you the process. All you need to do is to get your palm nuts and then just wash them, light washing, but just wash it so that you get rid of dirt. You transfer it to a pot, add some water and then put it on the cooker to boil till it is tender. It's not like the whole thing is going to be soft because it's made of a nut, so just the body around will be soft. While we are prepping the banga, please, you need to do something. Click the like button on this video. It lets me know if you want more of this kind of recipes or if I should do something else. So let me know in the comment section and click the like button. Once the palm nut is boiled, we're going to drain that water because we don't need it. I'm also going to run more water over it and just rinse it slightly. But you don't want it to get cold. You need to work on it immediately. Immediately after draining, leave it in the pot and then just pound it. If you have a pestle and a mortar, you can use that, but I don't have a mortar, I have a pestle. So I'm just going to pound it in the pot and it actually works out quite well. This is the method I use all the time. If you can't find palm nut, you can buy the banga paste, which is the palm nut paste, but I'm not really a fan of it, even though a lot of people use it. I like the fresh palm nut, especially since I can have it available. If I was abroad now in here, then I will be using processed palm nut, but it's in my backyard. So you just pound till you peel all of the skin, as you can see in this video. After pounding, this is what it should look like. Most of the skin is off. I was previously boiling water, so now the water is hot. I'm just going to pour it into the pot and then just give it slight pounding, just so that all the skin and all the pulp can mix with the water. That's what we need for this soup. That's what is going to be the base of the banga soup. And it is so easy. Just pound a little bit more, add more water, and then you get a thick sauce. Now that you have that sauce, you drain it into a pot. So you do this 1, 2, 3 times. Typically, I do mine about 2 times. I drain the first time, then I add more hot water, and then I drain again. But I don't want it to be too liquidy because by the time you add too much water, it will take so long for your banga to cook. We only need the thick sauce. If you've never tasted banga soup, I'm so sorry. Like, we need to apologize to you because something bad has happened. It is a bad thing. You need to go and get yourself good, delicious banga soup and make sure you eat it with starch. So let me know in the comment section if you've had banga soup or not. When draining the palm nuts, remember not to pour everything at once because we need the sediments to remain at the bottom. Sometimes there are sediments, not stones, just things that came out of the palm nut, and you don't want it in your soup. If not, someone can be eating it and it will taste like sand or stone. So make sure you don't pour it all the way to the bottom. Now that you've sieved it, make sure you clean up because palm nut can stain everywhere. It is palm oil after all. This is how you make palm oil from the palm nuts. So you make sure you clean up and then you put it on the cooker to boil. When I put the palm nut on the cooker, I don't cover it because sometimes it can bubble over and then spill everywhere. So I just leave it to boil till it reduces. I'm going to add my Banga Stick and I just leave it in there. Like I said earlier, it adds a lot of flavor to the soup. In a blender, I'm adding the Banga Spices, onions. If you have fresh pepper, add it. I'm adding Cameroon pepper and I'm adding some crayfish, and I'm just going to blend everything together. Once blended, pour everything into the soup. Now that the banga has boiled, you see it's getting thicker. I'm adding the smoked catfish at this point, and I will just let it boil for about 10 minutes till the sauce reduces again. This is why I mentioned earlier that you don't want to add a lot of water. If not, this process is going to take so long. Now that I have a thicker sauce, I'm going to add the fresh catfish. Catfish or fresh fish does not take long to cook, so I'm putting everything in and just going to leave it to boil, and it will thicken some more. Because it's almost cooked, I'm adding some periwinkles and then I'm just going to cover the pot and allow it to boil. After a while, I come back to season with just fish seasoning and then some salt. So that's fish seasoning that has crayfish flavor, and then I add the Beletientien. It's going to make it so by now everywhere should be scenting Banga scent. After a few minutes, come back to your soup. It should be thick enough now to serve, and I'm going to serve it in a special way, the way we serve it in Delta states. I'm going to bring my native pot. This is a clay pot, and if you live in Delta State, you are familiar with this. But if you are not familiar with it, it's a native clay pot, and when your banga is cooked, you put it in this pot and then you allow it to cook some more. It's going to add extra flavor. This step adds extra flavor, especially because this native pot, we use it for banga all the time. So native pots or clay pots have a way of just bringing in more sweetness. And when they serve you your soup should be bubbling. It should be bubbling on the table. When you go to a proper Niger Delta restaurant, this is how they serve you your banga soup. It is boiling on the table. If you're wondering what do we eat with this banga soup, it is starch. Go to my sister's channel. I'll leave the link in the description box. She just uploaded a video about how to make starch, so I will meet you in that video. Thank you for watching today's video. If you try this recipe, tag me on social media. Please click the like button, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.